Today, let's talk about creative constraints and how to free your imagination by thinking inside the box. I'm Rafael, and welcome to the channel. Constraints aren't the boundaries of creativity, but they're the foundation of it. Constraints in real life are time, deadlines, money, resources, the tools, the knowledge, and self-imposed constraints. Today, we'll be talking mostly about self-imposed constraints. These are the ones that I found help me learn the fastest any particular skill. If you guys are familiar with David F Sandberg, the director of Shazam, Annabelle, and Lights Out, and many short horror films on YouTube, he has a YouTube channel called Ponysmasher where he talks about his experiences making the big films and a lot of behind the scenes. In the most recent episode, he talked about going back to make a simple horror short with limited gear but a lot of time, and making self-imposed creative constraints. It's a great walkthrough and you should definitely check it out. There's a lot of golden nuggets of knowledge in there. But it got me thinking about how I've seen so many creatives just buckle under too much freedom to do what they want, myself included. No time limit, no budget, no direction, they just freeze with too many possibilities. But given a deadline, a tight budget, limited gear, they produce remarkable work. In university, we would do these creative constraint exercises. One light, one lens, no dialogue, one color. We found that these obstacles boosted our brain power. They forced us to approach things from different angles, forced detours, and sometimes we got to the same place that we wanted. Other times we discovered whole new things. So the creative mind actually needs these constraints to get good at creating remarkable things. You need these limitations to inspire better thinking. Creativity benefits from these constraints. According to psychologists, when you have less to work with, you actually begin to see the world differently. With constraints, you dedicate your mental energy to acting more resourcefully. When challenged, you figure out other ways to get it done. So take advantage of the disadvantages. Feature the few assets that you do have. I know it sounds backwards, but it does help, especially when you're learning new skills. If you know that one aspect is fixed and will not change, it helps you focus on other issues that arise and focus on one problem at a time and explore that one skill to its fullest. So I challenged myself with a creative constraint to only use one light. In this example, I set a creative constraint to only use one light source. No light modifiers unless it was in the shot and a practical prop. This limit of restricting to one piece of gear will force you to learn everything about it, everything that it can do. Think of it as single task until it hurts method. Repeat and learn what is capable. If you do this with all your tools, this is how you master a skill and seemingly work harder than anyone else, because you will understand what all the tools are capable of. I wanted to see what I can do with a single light source, to see if I can come up with anything interesting. So now that I've shown you what I can do with this creative constraint, I want to see what you guys are capable of with just one light. Show me your best single light source photo on Instagram. Only use one light source. It can be the sun, it could be the sun through a window, it could be a flash, it could be a flashlight, it could be a small handheld light. As long as it's one obvious light source, don't use any light modifiers, any bounces or flags, just one light. Show me your creative best with this creative constraint. I want to see if you can communicate a feeling, a story, a mood. So post your best photo on Instagram and tag it Rafael Creative Constraint, or tag me directly. It's not a challenge per se, I just want to see your creative best. However, I am challenging specifically Wes Kriesel and Iliev, who are some creative buggers and you should check out and give them some love. Especially Dan, because I forced him to start an English YouTube channel. Tell him I say hi. Don't hide from a challenge, embrace it, work with it. You will be amazed at the outcome of your creative pursuits if you make the most of the obstacles. Get used to being uncomfortable to think smarter. It helps you look beyond the current rules, the norms, the procedures, the policies, what you think it should look like. It makes you look beyond the obvious. As always, thanks for watching. If you like these types of videos, hit the like button to let YouTube know to share it. Subscribe if you haven't. Embrace your constraints. Go create. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.